Okay, walking through the song, Overcome by Elevation Worship. We're going to take this down a whole step to the key of G. And we're also going to combine some of the two electric guitar parts to create for an arrangement for one electric guitar that should make the guitar section sound full, and just playing along with some of the other instruments like keyboard and bass and everything else that'll be happening during the song. So anyway, all that aside, let's take a look at the parts. Now we're going to, the electric guitar is going to lay out until the very first chorus. And actually until the beat 4 before the chorus. On beat 4 before the chorus, you're going to have this little chukka chukka, which is going to go. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3. And if you're listening to the guide that we have here, she'll say chorus 1, 2, 3, and on that beat 4 you do a like that. So now moving on to the chorus. What you're going to do is you're going to play, you have your first finger on the 5th fret of the D string, your pinky on the 8th fret of the B string, so you got that octave G right there, and then you're going to play some notes on the in-between part that they're going to have that'll give some of the chord changes from the C to the G. So, so it's going to go like this. The pattern. Whenever you're playing the C chord, you're going to have your first finger on the 5th fret of the G string, and then when you're playing the G chord, you're going to put your 3rd finger on the 7th fret of the G string, like that. Now the pattern is just going to be a down strum and a very straight 8th notes, and you're going to let your dotted quarter delay do a lot of the subdivision work. So it's going to be like this: 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, on beat 4 in the second measure, you're going to slide up to the B. So it's going to go like this: 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Like that. Right here is an octave. I'm doing an octave B. So, second time around, you're going to go. And then you're going to, your pinky's going to reach for the 10th fret on the E string, slide it up to the 12th fret, and then play the 10th fret on the B string. That's going to go along with what the keyboard's playing as well. So it's going to go, altogether the chorus is going to go like this: 2, 3, 4. Now you have a little more overdrive happening and some delay, which will kind of fill in those parts and give it a little bit a better sound to it. Now, the second verse, what you're going to do is you're going to do octaves, and the octave is going to go from G, A, B to E, A, B. So the pattern will go G for 2 beats, then A for 1 beat, B for 1 beat. And you're going to be doing these up and down 16th notes. And then you'll drop down to the E. And continue that through the rest of the verse. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And so on. And then you go to the chorus, which will be the same as before, and so on. Now when you get to the breakdown right before the bridge, and then the first time, the bridge the very first time, you're going to play this: open string G to A to B, C, D, and then so it's like that. So it's G, G, A, B, C, D, C, B, G, A, D, G, like that. You'll do that again for the interlude in between, right before the bridge, and then the very first time through the bridge. Then once the bridge repeats, you just go to these simple open string chords. The G to a C2 to E minor, and so on. Then once it gets to the chorus, you repeat the chorus like you did before. Both the chorus and the outro will be the same way. So it's going to go. And so on. So I hope that helps. Those are basically all the parts. Fairly simple. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. We'll see you.